The Chelsea women's football team is having a sensational run right now. They're eyeing a clean sweep of trophies across all competitions, and a huge part of that is Aussie striker Sam Kerr, who I'm delighted to say joins us now on ESPN FC. Sam, welcome to you. How are things in London?
They're good, actually. Thanks for having me.
Well, in football terms, you're absolutely flying. How do you reflect on the past, 16 months or so since you put pen to paper with Chelsea?
Yeah, it's been a weird one. I think with everything going on in the world, it was a bit up and down at the start. Obviously, when I signed, came in the middle of season. It wasn't nice weather. It was cold. It was difficult. But I think since then, I've settled in. I've found my way. I've connected with the team, and we've won a few trophies on the way. So all in all, it's been pretty positive.
When you signed on, you said you thought Chelsea was building something special that you wanted to be a part of. Can you define what it is that makes this side such, a force to be reckoned with?
Yeah, it's hard to put your finger on it, but I honestly think it's a really unique team to be a part of. There's so many big players, so many talented players in the team, but it's really unique to be a part of a team that has the same goal. And I think that's what I found. That's what I meant when I said, a part of something special is that everyone at training is working towards just getting our hands on as many trophies. And I think we've shown that this year. All the trophies that we've said we wanted to get, we're still in contention for. So it's just a really unique team in the sense that we're all just so determined to get our hands on as many trophies without letting egos and things like that get in the way.
Well, Sam, you're unstoppable at the moment. It makes the frustrations of last year seem like ancient history. What was it that finally clicked in front of goal for you?
Yeah, I think people can underestimate how difficult it is to move across the world and be away from family and all those types of things. And I've always said I'm someone that plays better when I'm happy and I'm comfortable. And it was tough coming over here. The first few months, I found it really difficult setting up my apartment, not having anyone here to help me, all those types of things. It was tough. So once I settled into my apartment, knew my way around, I think it's just one of those things. Once I was settled, I found my feet and could focus fully on football. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
And pulling out the bat flip, how good was it to get that out again?
Yeah, everyone's been waiting for that one. So yeah, it's been a long time coming, I think, but yeah, it was just a bit of fun.
The communication between you and Fran Kirby has been described as telepathic. How would you frame it?
Yeah, I think it's like that. So my coach said that to me last night too. I think it's just when you play with someone as good as Fran, it's pretty easy to play with her. I mean, she's in amazing form herself this year. She's a team player. You can see that with how many goals she's assisted this year. And I just know she wants to win as much as I do, and I know that whenever she gets the ball, something's going to happen. So I'm always on the move whenever she has it, and it's just this is why I came to Chelsea, to play with players like Fran. She's an unbelievable talent, and I honestly think she's underrated a little bit around the world. She's such a good player, and she's so hard to defend and makes it easier for people like myself playing on the field.
Well, you're in what is essentially a two-horse race between yourselves and Manchester City for the FA Women's Super League title, but both clubs are, of course, preparing for their second leg in the UEFA Champions League as well. You scored in the first one. What are you expecting from this second leg tie against Wolfsburg?
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. I think this is our away leg now. So it's really important that we score one more goal, make it really difficult for them. But as we've seen last week, they're a tough team. They're rough, they get in and they can run all day. So we're going to have to be up for the fight. And we're not going there to tie or anything. We're going there to win. And I think with the way we set up and the way we play, it will be clear from the first minute that we're there to win and we're there to get through to the semi-finals. So we're looking forward to it.
So tell us, Sam, give us the goss. Pernilla Harder, your teammate, joined Chelsea from Wolfsburg. Has she given you the inside story on them?
I think, just individual players that I was going up against, she just gave me a few tips and she did pretty well in that league. So, she just gave us a few tips, but it's hard to say. She didn't know what they would do, and she had a good idea, but at the end of the day, they probably knew that she knew a few of the secrets, so they probably tweaked a few things too. But nah, we're happy to have her on our team, that's for sure. I'd rather have her on our team than going against her.
Champions League football is just one of the, let's call them, benefits and attractions that brought you over to Europe. What's it like to be able to play in so many different competitive environments? It's quite different to your past experience in what were, shall we say, linear competitions?
Yeah, honestly, that's, I guess, been the nicest surprise for me. I find it really, really interesting. It takes more than just, rocking up on the Sunday and winning. It's kind of like a chess match all year. You have to rest players on certain days, injuries, yellow and red cards carrying over. It's crazy. And there's more that goes into the game than picking the best squad. I think you've seen that on the weekend. We had to rest people that were suspended played. It's a huge chess match. So I'm really enjoying that side of it. I didn't really think of that when I signed here. I thought about the Champions League, but we've had things like Conti Cup, FA Cup, all those things that my family even says, like, I don't even know what league you're playing in. Like, they just watch a different league or a different game and have to stream it on different things. So it's been really interesting and really enjoyable for me, and a side of football that I haven't really experienced. So it's a good learning curve too.
Well, Sam, another reason that you cited for wanting to move to Europe was that the globetrotting between America and Australia was proving to be both mentally and physically exhausting. Do you feel a bit more settled now?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the pandemic has helped that a little bit. I haven't travelled once really this year, other than for Champions League, and it was a 2-hour flight, which for us Aussies is easy, especially being from Perth. That's nothing. That's like flying up to the top of WA. But yeah, I think it's been really nice. Our travel is on a bus, and that's just amazing compared to a 5-hour flight across the country in America. But yeah, it's been really, really nice. I think I've gained a lot of freshness from it, and I've been able to focus on myself and my body a lot more. And I think we're still playing probably more amount of games, but I feel fresher and fitter than I ever have. So it's been a plus for me.
Well, Sam, we can't forget that you dominated in both the NWSL and the W League. Do you miss anything about those competitions?
Oh, the weather. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing I miss, the weather. I think I would love to say I thrive in cold weather, but that would be a total lie. We're playing in Budapest on Wednesday, and it's 21, and all the girls are dreading it. And I think I'm going to come alive. This is my moment to shine in the sun. So yeah, I think the weather for me is just, that's probably one of the things I found most difficult, is taking care of yourself and playing in cold weather when you can't feel your feet and you're freezing and all those types of things. So it sounds pretty cliche, but I really do miss the hot weather and playing in shorts and a t-shirt rather than gloves, neck warmer, all those things.
Well, you look set for world domination now, Sam. ESPN FC released its top 50 female footballer rankings. You came in at number 2. Congratulations. And of course, in that top 5, you were all drawn from the FA Women's Super League. Can you perhaps define why that league is attracting so many top players?
Yeah, I think the competition itself is obviously a really, really good competition, but I think those things we just spoke about, the opportunity to play multiple games in different leagues and against different different types of opponents. I think the league's growing for sure. I think it can be one of the best, if not already up there in the world. But yeah, I think it's just really nice to have, I guess, be playing in England and be playing in one of the best leagues in the world. So I think everyone kind of sees that on the TV, and not going to lie, when you see Manchester City playing Chelsea, it's pretty exciting. So I think that's part of it, but I also think just the talent that's come over here, it only attracts more.
Well, in the very near future, you are going to be linking up with your national teammates for the first time in, can you believe it, over a year. 2 huge matches. First up at Germany in Wiesbaden, and then you go to Nijmegen to play the Netherlands. A new coach as well. How challenging is that going to be?
Yeah, I think, of course, it's going to be challenging. There's always going to be challenges. I think we just have to kind of play with this chip on our shoulder that other teams have had national team camps and we haven't, and I think we've got to use it to our advantage. I think that's such an Aussie thing anyway, to play as kind of the underdog. So I think this can be a real positive for us, but there's obviously going to be bumps in the road, but it's just about being patient and doing whatever we can. And we have so many Aussies over in Europe. So at the end of the day, yeah, we haven't had camp, but we've been playing so many, international football matches. So I think, yeah, we're a little bit behind, but that's the Aussie way to be the underdog. I think we can use it to our advantage.
Sure, and they are great hit-outs ahead of the Olympics. And what are you expecting? Tokyo is going to be a very different Olympic experience, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. I think it's one of those things where we're just going to have to go with the flow. I think, like you said, it's going to be different. We can't get too caught up on, not having a village, maybe not having an opening ceremony, all those types of things. It's just going to be kind of a business trip. Fly in, get what we need done and fly out. But at the end of the day, it's still an Olympics. It's still a major tournament for us. So we've got to do everything we can to win a medal.
Sam, when you pull on a green and gold shirt, can you tell us perhaps how that feels different to when you pull on the other shirts of, say, your club sides?
Yeah, I mean, you can't describe it. It's something that I'll never, ever take for granted. It's always the biggest honour to play for my country, and I think it's even more special when you play with girls that you've grown up with and you've seen them or spent more time with them than your family. So it's an unbelievable feeling, and yeah, it's something that I miss for sure, and I think being away from it has made me appreciate it even more.
Well, we can't wait to see you back in green and gold. Sam, a lot of us remember when you were just 15 making your international debut. If you could go back and have a chat to that rookie, what sort of advice would you be giving your 15-year-old self?
Oh, I get asked this question often, and I think I would say take care of my body better, because I thought I was indestructible when I was 15, and it's well documented I had a lot of injuries, and I feel like my kind of bloom of goals started late, and I feel like if I had taken care of myself, maybe it would have started earlier. So I think take care of your body. When you're 15, you think you know everything and you think everyone giving you advice is crazy, but I think take care of your body and listen to all the advice that people gave you, because so many people along the way gave me advice that I thought, oh no, that's not me, but at the end of the day they were right.
Sam, you are in sensational form. Just tell us, are you happy?
Oh, so happy. I mean, sitting top of the table. It's about to be 21 degrees in London, and we're heading to Budapest for our quarterfinal. What could be better, a footballer's dream?
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.